Supporting a project like this relies on what Rosabeth Moss-Cantor would call champions and sponsors. The champions came in the form of anyone who took on a passing interest in the mostly quiet and deliberate workflow. The really key point here as well is that I also needed to build and maintain momentum for when I wasn't around. So this is where the Shobi app came into its own. Shobi's built for us a very simple and singular sort of purpose. It's to support feedback and online discussion. And in that, it does it extremely well. It's in my top 5 apps of all time. So Shobi became a repository for photos of written drafts, and particularly in Hannah's case, who chose to do a handwritten draft. Girls were able to share collaborative document links, which they shared with me, and they could upload their digital assets, the interactive touch points in the book. Each of the girls chose to draft differently. At the beginning, I suggested that I wanted all drafting to be handwritten. I didn't want teachers to look at this book and say that it was all digital and that what about the handwriting, which is often a question that's asked. Now, I gave the girls a choice around this, and Hannah decided early on at the beginning that she wanted to handwrite a draft. That's how she wanted to write. It's absolutely fine. Jolene challenged me on it. Why? Why do we have to do it twice? If we have to draft it, we have to type it. That's double handling. Why can't we use a collaborative pages document? Stephanie agreed. And so if we think back to my earlier point about voice and agency, this was important for me to give the girls choice and voice around the work. So I acquiesced to that. And in the end, Jolene taught me a lot about the power of collaboration in Pages. It was so purposeful. She led the way.
Okay, so to turn on markup, you can click change tracking and turn tracking on. So whenever you write, you can know what you edited and what the other person edited.
Okay, so anything in green is something that you've edited, and the green writing down here is something that you've made a change to the original.
Yeah, and the teachers can see what you've deleted too, like I got to go.
Yeah.
And what you can do is you can tap accept to their changes, and then it'll just turn back to black instead, because you're saying that's the final way you're going to write it.
Okay, all right, well, we'll give that a go as well. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I so proud of this work, which I'm responsible for, I guess, the production of it, putting it together, the look and feel of it, supporting the ideas, facilitation. I'm passionate about writing, I'm passionate about storytelling and history, but I'm really proud of this because all you have to do is go to page 89 and play the video at the end of the book and listen to the reflections of these 4 incredible young writers. It was truly an amazing experience, and it took time, but it was just so worth it. And these girls see themselves as different writers. They see themselves as publishers and authentic writers, and having the confidence and capability to do it. A project like this invariably raises questions. How can this project and its structure help us better understand human agency and student agency? What are our takeaways from this? What is the ongoing cost if we limit students to the boundaries of existing paradigms? So this is a really powerful example of what is possible, and the tools are already in our hands. They're available to us. If we're serious about innovation and we truly value creativity, how can we actually support this process and give kids authenticity through this? So the Fast 5. Okay, here we go. Was it challenging? Absolutely. Leonard Bernstein famously said, to achieve great things, 2 things are needed: a plan and not quite enough time. Number 2, did it disrupt the status quo? Ask the girls' teachers. Number 3, will it be easier for the next group of budding writers? Undoubtedly. Stephanie, Phoebe, Jolene and Hannah are published authors. Number 4. Are the girls proud of themselves? See page 89. And number 5. How can I enable this at my school? That's easy. You come and talk to me. Let's have a look back at those questions that I had at the beginning of the video and let's see how you feel. My name's Phill Cristofaro. Thank you very much for listening to the video, and we really hope that you enjoy Convergence April 13th, 1945. Stay tuned for the next instalment of the McKellar Authors Project. Early in 2019 we'll be publishing a story with another amazing group of writers called Unsolved. Stay tuned and keep an eye out for the link. Thanks again.